Hello. Oh my god. Howdy. My voice is still shot. So the stream's probably gonna be really short. I've been drinking tea like crazy, but I've been consuming cough drops, tea, drinking water, etc. But no avail. So we'll probably take a break next week, or maybe stream like on one day or something. I imagine. I still really want to play Fire Emblem Awakening. That's like the one game I want to keep playing. I'd also ideally like to keep playing Umineko, but obviously, as you can probably hear, my voice is not in the best shape. So I want to take at least like 5 days or something to recoup my voice, as it were. Anyways, let me see, where were we? I only have one. I'm not doing good. I only have one save file for episode 4. Wait a minute. Oh shit, did I forget to save? I swear to god we were driving with Okay, no, never mind. I guess I went forward a little bit. I can't remember what we were doing actually. I think we were with Angie. Yeah, we were with Angie, and then yeah, this guy showed up. Amakusa Juza showed up and saved our asses. Then we had this whole thing with Okanogi, and I thought he looked fucking freaky, sorta. Angie's here, inherited all the riches from Ava, and then Sumadera came in, and I think she is from... Oh yeah, there it is. Sumadera, Ushiromiya Kirie's younger sister. So from Kirie's side of the family. She wants all the frickin' money that Angie just inherited, etc, etc. God, I don't even know how long I'll be able to go today. Maybe a couple hours, maybe an hour and a half or something. Who knows? Oh gosh. Tea and water can only do so much. My apologies, we lost sight of him. A single man thought to be an associate assisted in her escape. Judging by his possession of a stun gun and his driving skills, he's no amateur. Hey Tofu. Oh, I see, thank you. What a shame, Okonoki. Should I take this as your answer? What? Hey, letting her get away was your blunder. It's nothing to do with me. I do wish to prepare some matcha for you as well in the near future. The next time you're in Kyoto, please stop by. I'm going. Okay, I don't gav. Oh, you're leaving already? I could offer you some chosuke first. She doing that evil fucked up Ojo-sama laugh. With her back still facing Okanogi, she laughed softly, but with an increasingly shrill and hateful tone, using that as a substitute for a sharp, parting remark. Just as she stopped laughing, her features suddenly changed to look like a demon's, but because her back was facing him, Okanogi couldn't see that expression. Okanogi watched her go, laughing coolly. The secretary whispered over her shoulder. You sure about this? Milady Auntie is our company's primary stockholder. If the Sumadera family becomes our guardian... I get it. But you know we're the world-famous Ushiro Miyas. We can't let them take us lightly. What do you mean we? What do you mean we're the world... Buddy, it says right there that your last name is Okanogi. Still, it looks like that guy managed it pretty well. All that's left is to let Angie-chan do as she pleases. Counting on you, Amakusa. Kasumi-sama, the escaping car was a rental. The license plate they displayed was a fake. We're clearly dealing with a pro. They'll probably abandon the car. Pursuit will be difficult. Should we have the police chase them? Police? What the fuck? Shall we have them search for our runaway daughter? They are getting paid with our taxes, so the police must be of use every once in a while. When I left the mansion, I boldly told Mother to leave it to me, didn't I? Do you intend to embarrass me further? Grow up! Looks like it might be better for me to serve some matcha for everyone at once, doesn't it? Our underground tea room is cramped, so I have to wait in line. Oh, so matcha is code for I'm gonna torture you. Okay. Now we'll search with everything we have. She really is a cute cat, just like Nessan. Especially that way she freewheels and does as she pleases. Oh, now I can't see anything but Nessan. Is she really looking for? Is she crazy? Okay, freaky. If only I could invite Nessan's daughter to my tea room, right? Get over it. Wah. I'm not inheriting $1 million. Get the fuck over it. Go get a job like the rest of us. Hi. Hello. The Sumadera family sure moved quickly. Hirokanoki-san sell me out. You're joking. He's my client. If he'd sold you out, he wouldn't have hired me, right? Yes, that's true. So that's why you got off the elevator at the 3rd floor. Him having a car waiting in the underground parking lot was just too convenient. I figured Okanoki sold me out. Though I guess by now it's impossible to prove whether there was an ambush set up in the parking lot or not. I see. That poor president guy. Looks like you don't trust him a bit, lady. That car in the basement was mine. Oh. Who's talking about you, Amakusa? I started getting freaky when the elevator came and it was empty. I don't know if it's because I'm vaguely delirious because of how hoarse my voice is and how tired I am, but him saying I freaked is fucking making me lose it. I freaked when the elevator came and it was empty. I wonder what would have happened by now if I hadn't been listening in on the radio. So what's going on? If I'd obediently believed Okanoki-san and gone to the parking lot, there would have been no need for me to do that jump off the 3rd floor. Well, you gotta stop jumping and shit. Pretty much, yeah. Well, it turned out okay in the end. What the hell? Sure. If I hadn't suspected President Okanoki, I could have easily escaped without getting caught in a tough spot. Hey, it's like he told you. It's like he told you. Love. Without it, it cannot be seen. Love is what makes the world go round. Without a little bit of love, look what happened. No love equals had to jump off 3rd floor. Had love, if you had love, equals could have gotten off scot-free in the fucking car. Come the fuck on. President Okanoki might have sold me out. No. Since Paranoia told me it was better to assume that he'd sold me out, I supposed and concluded that he sold me out. Because of my inability to believe in him regardless of his truth, my truth became he sold me out. Love is truth, love and peace. Oh, we're going back there already. I thought back on President Okanoki's words. Can you really call truth without certainty truth? Truth can change completely, depending on whether you have love or not. This is so good. I fucking love this. The reality is shaped depending on whether you have love or not. So true. So true. Oh, hi. Hi, guys. Hey, 80. Hey, son. Hi. Hi. I'm gonna set an alarm for about an hour and a half. And then we'll see how my voice is holding up. We'll see how my voice is holding up then. If I can keep going. Ugh. Hey, Sharky, hello. In the end, perhaps truth itself doesn't exist. No! No! You can't say that. You can't say that. That's the same as saying love doesn't exist. There are as many interpreted truths as there are people who speak of the truth. If I can't accept something that fluid as truth, where does the truth that I really want to find exist? And is it something I'll be able to see with my eyes? Even if someone sticks the truth right there in front of me and says it's the truth, I might not be able to see it. Because you don't have love, girl. There it is! There it is! My voice is not feeling well. It hasn't been, I haven't been feeling well for like, well, yeah, my voice hasn't been feeling well for like the past week or so. I've been going really hard on like voice acting a bunch of stuff for playing games and voicing everything, so I think that's probably why. I probably need like a fucking detox of like a week, maybe. Probably more. I was talking about it earlier, but I'm probably gonna maybe stream like once next week and then take the rest of the days off, rest of the week off, and go from there. Non-verbal stream? Stop, don't tempt me. Also, my tinnitus is acting up, hold on. God damn it, there's this fucking awful ringing in my left ear. Won't fuck off. Ugh. Okay, it's calmed down a little bit. Okay, it's subsided quite a bit. I can speak via emojis. You'll handle it? Please do. Also, whenever you guys see me like shake my model back and forth like this, that's me shaking my hair back in an attempt to get it out of my face. Just so you know, I'm not just doing that for fun. I'm trying to get my hair out of my face. Ugh. Shaking my model's hair too. Without love, it cannot be seen. Huh? I've been meaning to buy a hairband for like a fucking month. Who the fuck's calling me? Oh my god, I can't catch no fucking break, bro. Hold on. Hello? 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 Alright, fuck you. Fucking call me, don't fucking say anything. Pissing me off. I don't give a fuck if that was a potential, like, fucking job interview. If you waste my time for, like, fucking the first 30 seconds of a call, I want nothing to fucking do with you. Fuck you. Fucking piece of shit. I gave them too long. Yeah, I did. I did give him too long. Put it on throne? Put what on throne? The headband? Oh. No, but I am going to order it right now, actually. Lol. I spelled headband wrong. I put headband. Oh, ew. These look ugly, but I sort of fuck with these. They're like these metal zigzaggy ones. Metal hairband for men, headband, woman band, unisex, black wavy, spring outdoors, sports headbands. What the fuck? This looks like you would use it in fucking cooking. This looks like you would use it in fucking cooking. What the fuck is this? Look at this shit. This looks like a torture device. You, at the little things, at the up and down here, you would attach like fucking, like hot wires or some shit to set electrical currents. You're just like, where is he? Where is he? No. I'm sorry, I don't know. Those work so well though. The ridges in your scalp. Wait, do they? Maybe I do need, maybe I need this. Maybe I low-key need this. I almost went back to the Amazon tab, but that has like my real life information. Hey, for $6, you can't go wrong. Buy now. Get a nicer one? What? What? Come on. What's wrong with it? What's wrong with being easily convinced? This looks fine. There's lots of reviews. There's like 9,000 reviews. Get a cute Sanrio one. Okay. Oh, these are cute. Oh shit. They got that ugly motherfucking fish. $16. Bitch, what the fuck? I don't know. I've sort of fucked with the ugly fish man. His name is Hyungodan. 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 I like him. Did you know he's Chinese and not Korean? Intercultural king. Intercultural king, okay. What if he's half? What if he's half Korean and half Chinese? What if he's bad? We'll hold your hair back for you. Hello? Yeah, sure. I don't give a fuck. Knock yourself out, man. Sure, what the hell? They got the Snoopy. It's not actually Snoopy, but like the equivalent of Snoopy. It was the one that collabed with Toya. That one. That's Sanrio character. Pochako. Pochako. Yeah, Pochako. I think I am gonna get the Hangyadan though. How do you say it again? I gotta scroll up. Shit. Squinting my. You guys got me squinting my eyes. King of East Asia. Hangyadan. Hangyadan. Yeah, he should be so proud that he got to collab with him, okay? So what happened to like that whole like Gajinkified thing? Because his design went fucking crazy. His design went fucking nuts. I went nuts. Alright, look, this is the one I'm getting. Check it out. Check it out, check it out. I'm gonna feel like a fucking moron with this shit on. I'm gonna feel like a jackass. my parents are gonna knock on my room and they're gonna see me wearing this stupid fucking headband. It's like, hey, Anoko, Ivanoko, what are you... Oh, what the fuck are you wearing? Oh, look cute! Sorry, that's just making me fucking laugh, bro. That's just making me laugh. Fuck ass fish in my head. Dude, I have such a hard time shampooing my hair now. I think it might be just because of like, excuse me. I think it's because of how shitty my shampoo is. But oh, dude, I have to use so much shampoo. I have to use so much shampoo. And then like, even after I'm like rinsing, even after I finished rinsing, oh my god, my hair was still getting jammed into my fucking fingers. I'm like, what the fuck? What is this shit? Can we get you new shampoo? No, we can't, because I have to use all of it because I paid money for this. I paid good money for this. I know you gotta condition it, but like, typically, even with the other shampoos I used, I could still like finger comb my hair. I could still finger my like... Okay, hold on, let's not say that. I could still finger comb my hair, like, pretty easily. But like, this morning it was just so like, tangled and everything, even after like putting lots and lots of water in it and everything. I mean, after I conditioned, it was pretty fine afterwards. You know what? I gotta start buying like 2 things of conditioner at the same time. It's like 1 bottle of shampoo is equivalent to 2 bottles of shampoo. But I guess with this one, I'd maybe need 3. Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, I forgot I had my desktop open. Lol. Okay, let's buy this. Why are you so expensive? Why is Hongyadan so expensive? What? He's $16 compared to Pompudin, who is only $12. What the fuck? Hello Kitty is a modest $14. Let me read some of these reviews. Why are they all in Japanese? Why are these reviews in Japanese? What the fuck? I can translate the page, but it's just so fucking random. Like, why are these reviews in Japanese? Let's read some of these. I like the characters, so I bought them. 5 stars. Even a 4-year-old can use it. I was worried that it would be laid back if I were a kid, but it was fine. Very cute. 3 stars? I wonder if my head was bigger than I expected. I was able to get rid of one of my lips quickly. Okay, obviously it's not doing very well. You fucking suck, Amazon, at translating. Cute. 4 stars. It was my favorite Hongyadan. Hongyadan is very happy to present to her fan girlfriend. Thank you very much for this rare item. 3 stars? It's cute. My daughter bought it and she was delighted. And you give it 3 stars? The fuck? Unless this thing is like fucking people will give fucking ratings to items they fucking adore. They'll give it 2 stars and then type shit like, this thing was fucking great. I would have given it 5 stars if it like fucking gave me head or something though. If it filed my taxes, I would have given it 5 stars. Too bad it only does exactly what it says on the tin. Fucking shut the fuck up. Fuck you. Pissing me off. I'm gonna be nosy. I'm gonna be nosy and see what my sister is shopping for. Let's see what Evesis is looking for. Bathroom rug mat shark shaped. Moss rug cute moss leaf bathroom rug. Home kitchen appliance. Cat food. She's buying a lot of organizing stuff. We share accounts. Our mom our mom just like has a prime account and we all just order from her account. I know I can separate by making an account under that and it's private. But we sort of don't give a fuck. we sort of don't give a fuck. If it's a private item, that's when I go to the little secret account I have under this account. Anyways, I'm buying this now. She has a cat, yeah. She lives with someone else. Roomies with someone else, if I remember correctly. And she has a bunch of animals. Remember when I was drunk and I was drunk on New Year's, I think. And then my mom came in. She was FaceTiming my sister. She was FaceTiming my sister. And my sister was like, hey, look, this is Sherby. And then I had to fucking log in and act like I wasn't drunk, even though it was so fucking shit-faced. I'm like, oh shit. Oh, hi, Sherby. Hi. I don't know how I logged in on them, bro. 4 stars, he saved my life. Doctor, I don't know how to get that last star. I'm sorry, excuse me. Drunk you is so fake. Not true. No, drunk me is fake as fuck, bro. Drunk me is not real, bro. Do I even have that VOD up anymore? I'm gonna go on Twitch real quick. I don't think I do. I don't even remember what happened that damn stream. Umineko, Ghost Trick, Umineko. Where? How would I play this? Oh, okay. It should be like two clicks over. What's wrong with me? I'm like looking at my VODs right now. I'm like, dude, why can't I focus on one fucking game? This fucking VOD has 6 chapters. What do you mean I played Repo for 20 minutes? Oh, wait, this is the VOD. Okay. It's variety! It's variety! Shut up, streamers! Shut up! Alright, we'll look at this for a second. We'll look at this. Let's skip over. This is when we were playing Danganronpa. Am I drunk yet?
Hey Cole. Hey Norm. 2 o'clock, huh?
Okay, I'm drinking.
Time of the day. Yeah. So, what block are you again? Norm. Can't say I hear much about that one. You wouldn't. High security? Highest security.
Oh, high security.
No,
Shut the fuck up, dude.
banging on the
I fucking hate this guy.
for their parents, their counselors, whatever. It goes all.
Is this still up? Yeah,
night.
it is. It's titled Not Clickbait, Busho voice actor plays Kill Cure. Wow.
And quiet. Right.
6 hours long.
Know what we get in the north? Things.
I don't know.
You want me to put it here?
What happened in the span of an hour? Hold on, what happened in the span of 1 hour? What the fuck happened in like 30 minutes? No, not even an hour. Okay, wait, no, yes, an hour. What? What do you want?
Hear me? Too much interference. Make your way to. There's something. Doctor is.
I don't even think I finished this part or this
That
chapter.
was so fucking useless.
So true. I agree. That was
made
fucking
me
useless.
irrationally mad. You're better off just not like fucking giving me any information at all. Help! Help!
Why
Why did I start screaming?
Ow.
For
Help! Why is it red? Why is it red? I don't get it.
Shut up. What are you laughing for?
Help! Help me!
You guys are useless. Help! It's the dark hour. It's the dark hour from Persona 3. Oh shit!
Not you guys locking it on the same
I can
thing.
do it. I can summon my persona. Orpheus! It's not working! Izanagi! It's not working!
Wait, why did I sort of eat
Apollo!
up? Why did I eat up
worked.
saying Orpheus
I
just
can
then?
summon
Actually,
my
wait.
persona!
I sort of locked in on that.
Orpheus! It's not working! Izanagi! It's not working! Apollo! It worked! It worked! We're saved! Oh man!
Sisyphus's
This
boulder.
didn't work.
This is so embarrassing. This is like watching like those.
Help!
Dude,
What do you call it?
It's like that one video where the guy's like, yo, you already know what time it is, and he's drinking a milkshake. And it's just like, help! 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 Help!
Did I turn on my fucking wings on accident?
What am I supposed to do? I don't.
I still don't understand how I
Doing
dropped down
this-
there either.
Portion while I'm drunk is very difficult.
Where am I supposed to go? Like, where was I supposed to go here?
What do I do?
I hate this guy. Let's fast forward a bit.
I do is yes. Where you are?
Oh!
Oh, I was supposed to drop down here. How was I supposed to know? Hey.
Everything looks funny.
You, girl, you are not asleep. Dude, what am I doing?
Move! This thing won't freaking move.
I fucking hate this guy. Stop! Stop! What are you doing? No way.
How do I enable God mode?
How do I enable? What? What?
It's not working. Oh, you want me to do it with this?
Yeah, yeah, there you go.
No. I would never kiss anyone ever. Only a whore would do that.
I'm like waiting for the punchline.
Why do I do it this? Why do I do it this?
Put it somewhere. Put it somewhere. Oh, it's so over.
Why is it green? Like Shrek.
No, what do you stop? Kiss into snore is a true combo, by the way.
Tutorial? I don't need that. I don't need a tutorial. You need a tutorial.
I hate this
I
guy.
don't need a tutorial.
How does this go on for like another
Why do I do it?
2 hours?
What do you want me to do?
Let's skip ahead a
You
little.
wanted me to do. Okay. Okay, I picked up the thingy.
Wait, it says I played
But where do
Repo.
I put it?
Then I played
I don't
Fortnite.
get it.
Oh wait, no, Fortnite was closed. LOL. With my fucking fleeing for a second. I'm giving myself so much fucking whiplash, bro.
Oh! Autoplay!
How did I lock in for
Did I
this
just
shit?
win?
That's scary. What else was I playing?
Oh.
Damn, I was playing this for a while. Wait, why do I have the calculator app open here?
Bleh. My music. Stop! Why does it keep pausing? It keeps doing it. I don't like this song anymore. It's pissing me off.
It's pissing me off. It's pissing me off. Where's the calculator part? What the fuck?
happened? What? Why is there no music?
Why is there no music? Dude, my prosec eye looks a little funny right now.
What happened?
It's like watching a dog like bite their squeaky toy and wondering why it's not squeaking.
Where's the... Oh! That's the calculator! That's the... It paused it again. Stop!
Okay, well, how'd I do in repo? What was it doing here?
Those were some creatures over there.
I have zero recollection of this, actually.
I got $8,000. That's a lot of money.
That is a lot of money.
You little fucks! You wanna fuck with me? You know not who you trifle with.
Uh-huh.
It's a bottle of wine. That's a guy. I sort of don't really give a fuck. That's a guy over there, but I don't really care. I gotta
Yeah,
check
I
my
don't care.
iPad. Okay, there you go. Can I go home now? Okay, I go home. You let me go home now. iPad. You're not getting your hands on this, buddy. Cookie Run. If I see that damn blue twink one more time, I'm gonna lose it. Show me that damn blue twink one more time. I've seen some pretty awesome yaoi of him. I just flushed myself down the toilet.
We gotta put this guy down.
No, I don't want range. Do you have strength? Can I have strength?
Wait, so how'd I die? I'm just curious how I died.
That
at
was
this
your
point.
grandma's diamond?
Oh, there's my answer.
What happened?
Oh, the fucking monster!
What
That
the
was how
hell
acid
happened?
was
Why'd
on
I
my
die
ass.
then?
I didn't realize it. Then I looked at the fucking barrel. Okay, you know I was supposed to be playing Umineko this entire time, right? Okay, we can reminisce on drunk stuff later. I need to play this damn ass fucking game, bro. I did not cook with that. I do not. That is the opposite of cooking. That is the opposite of cooking. What is the opposite of cooking? Demolishing? I don't know. Anyways. How did we even get to that point? Whatever. We're having a lecture with Bunkasan. And She was talking. No, Angie was talking about. Without the earth, it cannot be seen. Blah 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 blah. This fragment of yours is very lively. It doesn't bore me. You told me something. You commanded me to search for the truth of 12 years ago. But there's something I'm not getting. What's that? What's truth? There are as many truths as there are people. There are as many interpretations as there are people. And those can be twisted by opinions and changed indefinitely. Is truth really that unfixed and vague?
Yeah. Nodders. Nodding rapidly.
Okay, let me close it. I opened so many fucking tabs. Let me close this stuff. Close this. I don't think I need all of these tabs open. Lol. Keep that open. Close this. Okay, there we go. That's right. Truth is unfixed. It can be like a particle or like a wave, and it can hold conflicting forms at the same time. You're free to believe that the cat in the box is alive or dead. But the truth is very delicate. It can change its appearance just by being observed. You're talking about stuff like Schrodinger's cat box? Nonsense. If you open the box, you learn the truth. Discussion about what happens before you open it is just an armchair theory. That's right. And yet in order to deny that abstract theory, you need to open the box. It's impossible to negate any idea about the contents of a box that cannot be opened. This is what truth is. As long as truth isn't denied, it keeps its form. Nodders, that's right. As long as truth isn't observed, it keeps its form. In other words, if it isn't exposed, any reckless statement can suffice as truth. Even if they contradict each other, endless ideas can exist as truth at the same time without being negated. So even something as screwed up as my family being captured by the Rokenjima witch and shut up 12 years ago for all eternity, that can exist as truth as long as we don't know what happened 12 years ago. This witch called Beatrice forcibly made room for endless imaginings in the Rokenjima of 12 years ago, enveloping all of it inside a cat box. Everything inside the unopenable box is truth. That's right, we don't know what happened on that island, so it becomes endless. That's assuming no one opens it up. I just have to wrench it open. But that box was closed up 12 years ago, and I don't even know where it is. Even if I visit Rokenjima, just what can I learn about what happened 12 years ago on that desolated island? Who knows? I wonder what you could learn. This is something that can only be done by the person who's able to walk around freely in the world of 1998, 12 years in the future. The final witch, Angie Beatrice. Her game board lasts 2 days from October 4th, 1986 to the 5th. In other words, you're a piece who can move freely outside her game board. And even Beatrice cannot influence this future that lies outside the game board. If you say it like that, it sounds like I'm a pretty overpowered piece. The future of 12 years later in which you're placed certainly is distant. However, the further a piece is placed in the future, the stronger power it holds. I told you, didn't I? The truth changes its appearance when it is observed.
Can we go back to Battler? Can we go back to Battler now?
Come to think of it, I heard something like that once. Even if one day all of a sudden a star in the constellation Centaurus were to explode, the light from that explosion would have to cross 4.4 light years, so it would take 4.5 years to reach the Earth. That's right. In other words, even if the sun in Centaurus has already died, people on Earth won't be able to perceive that fact for 4.5 years. Because no method of perception exists that is faster than the speed of light. When we learn that the sun in Centaurus has exploded, we Earth people will paint over our history of 4.5 years ago with a new truth. We'll revise our history with a new fact, that it exploded 4.5 years ago. However, for the 4.5 year period till we learn that, despite the fact that it's already died, the mistaken truth that the sun of Centaurus still exists will be able to exist as truth. The truth of the future wins against the truth of the past.
That's right.
By itself, the Rokkenjima accident gave rise to nothing but suspicion of a conspiracy involving Aunt Ava and the Ushiromiya family assets. But later on, it was dramatized and linked to the occult, and the conspiracy was painted over by the legend of the witch. Even though it was clambered over as a conspiracy at the time of the crime, later on, strange occult theories which claimed that it was the work of the witch ran rampant and began to paint over the truth of October 5th, 1986. The conspiracy theories will probably be forgotten over time. And only the more bizarre, impressive witch theory will continue to remain as superstition, eventually covering up the conspiracies. Do you think 9/11 occurs during like this universe or this timeline? I want to know how like Battler would react to the Twin Towers. I want to know how Battler would react to the Twin Towers. Like my voice I'm not even voice acting right now. I can barely narrate as it is because my voice is so shot. But thank you. People happy. Yeah, this tea isn't doing much for me. I'll probably have to call it soon. Yeah. That's right, the false truth that exists before the light from an exploding star reaches Earth is almost like the conspiracy theory, which is a human theory. The wine bottle in it that drifted, or the wine bottle with a letter in it that drifted ashore several years ago, or several years later, the message bottle painted over that theory and made things return to the occult, which is a witch's theory. Oh, that's right, in episode 1, the ending of the first game, they find Maria's jaw, or something like that, and then a letter that details, please find out what happened on Rokkenjima, or something like that. I think that's what Angie is talking about. That's right, a witch didn't exist during 1986. The witch took control of Rokkenjima because she was observed several years later by us humans of the future thanks to that message bottle. We're getting into like the observing territory? Oh brother, don't get me started on this shit. Oh, you see, okay, so in BlazBlue, there's this term called an observer, and observers sort of act as an anchor for people who cannot exist in the world of BlazBlue without being observed. Hence the term observer.
there's certain people's existence in the world of Blaze Blue that are like tethered to a person's hatred. Like Terumi can only exist because Ragna hates him so much. There's a point in time where fucking, oh my god, there's just so much. I'm sorry, just seeing the word observed in quotation marks and seeing observer, hell no, dude. I gotta take you guys on like a Blaze Blue field trip one of these days. I fucking love Blaze Blue. One of my favorite, probably my favorite fighting game of all time, actually. There's a whole, it's like, Blaze Blue is like lore dump the game, the same way Guilty Gear's lore dump the game. There's the term Nox Notoris, which is like one of several special made weapons. There's the power of order. What else am I missing? The Observer, magic, Ars Magna. There's so much shit in Blaze Blue. Oh, Blaze Blue, my beloved. Blaze Blue, my fucking beloved game. It's too bad it's, well, I'm not gonna say it's finished, but what happened with Blaze Blue is that they wrapped up Ragna's story more or less. And it's sort of sad the way they wrap. Oh yeah, spoilers for like a near decade old game, I guess. But in order to essentially save the world or something like that, to put it simply, in order to save the world, Ragna erases like the very existence, or the very concept of his existence. So even though he saved the world and everything, literally nobody can fucking remember him. And it's really, really sad. It's really depressing. Because like Ragna led like a he led a really fucked up life. His arm got torn off by his brother. The church that he lived in with his brother got burned down by Terumi. His older sister Saya got abducted. And then, let's see. Yeah, there's a whole, he just goes through the shitter. He becomes a bounty hunter, basically, and he basically lives life on the run, more or less. It's like ass for him. Ouch, yeah. It's sad too, though, because Jin got manipulated, that's his brother. Jin got manipulated into doing that. And also, the blade he wields, Yukianasa, amplifies the wielder's emotions and can sort of control the wielder. So his like affection for his brother gets turned into essentially a murderous rampage. It's fucked up, man. It's fucked up. I gotta take you guys on like fucking a Blaze Blue tour one of these days. I'm getting beside myself. Sorry. A small revision is necessary. The witch could have existed even during 1986, as one of many endless possibilities that can exist. Certainly. She'd disappear if she were observed, so she curls up inside the cat box. Ow! That's what makes the message bottle so nasty. Ow! The witch tried to get out of the box. Ow! She made it so that she'd be observed, waiting out possibilities that conflicted with the witch theory. In other words, to make it impossible to negate her, she negated all possibilities other than the witch theory. What the hell? So in other words, Beatrice satisfied the devil's proof with a frontal attack. And that was part of the witch's plan from the beginning. Wait, what the fuck? So to prove her existence, to prove her existence, she sent out that bottle to invite the theory of her being a witch back, when it was later denied. Well, not denied, but later put to rest. But then that message bottle popped. Wait, that's nasty work. What? This game, dude, oh my god. It's, you know those things that are just so nonsensical, but they explain it in such fucking detail that it goes back to being actually sensical and making sense? I'm such a big fan of that shit. I'm such a huge fan of convoluted lore and having to go into such great detail to explain it that it actually makes sense. And like, wow, this is world building. Wow, this is awesome. That was me in Genshin Impact lore for a bit. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean all the memories are stored in Irmin's soul? Or Irmin's soul? Like, what's going on here? What's all this then? What do you mean you can explain? What do you mean you can explain the theory, or not the theory? What do you mean you can explain the story of Vocal Lore's not inheriting, passing on the throne back to New Valette? What's going on here? And all of it makes sense. I'm just like, oh shit. And I'm eating all of that shit up like it's fucking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, man. And dessert. Come on. I should get back on Genshin. I rolled for, not Nilu, for Jilunen. And I leveled her up to 60 and that's about it. And I was trying to grind artifacts. I'm just like, fuck this, man. I'm fucking lazy. I don't want to do the fucking story for fucking Natlin, man. I don't give a fuck. I just need to have like a silent stream for just like 4 hours where I'm just playing Genshin Impact and just like fucking... I'm like, oh, I'm finished with Natlin. Now I'm ready for a mod set. I'm so ready for Venti to be back, dude. I'm so fucking ready for Venti to be back. It feels like out of all the Archons, and like sort of their lore within their nation, it feels like I'm not gonna say Ventis was the weakest, but it felt like he didn't get his resolved as thoroughly as, like, say, New Valette or Zhongli's or even Raiden's, you know. It felt really open-ended, and I guess it's because they're wrapping back around to it with 5.6, which is fucking awesome. It's fucking sick, baby! Yeah! So real, I don't gap about Natlin anymore. Here, well, I'll change my schedule right now. We'll do Thursday and Friday. Do Thursday and Friday. And then Saturday, no Umineko next week. I have to rest my voice a little bit. And we'll label this specifically Genshin Impact Silent Stream. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Export that. We'll post that on we'll post it on tomorrow, Sunday. Oh yeah, it's all coming together, baby. Okay, I'm so excited for my Genshin Impact silent stream where I don't say anything. Woohoo! Dude, there's so much shit I'm missing going on in the Hoyoverse. I don't know what's happening in fucking Natlin. Natlin's like a whole ass nothing burger. And what else is there? I don't know what the fuck's going on with Star Rail. You guys are on like another planet now. We've moved on from Penacony. I'm still stuck on Penacony. Like I sort of don't even want to log in because I don't want to say goodbye to Penacony, dude. But yeah, you guys have moved on to like there's this guy named My Day and some guy named and is that the guy with the Sans eye. That guy, there's that guy, the Gilgamesh guy, My Day, or whatever his name is. Some guy named Phalanx, maybe. I don't know what the fuck is going on in Triple Z. That's not my territory, to be honest. Oh wait, so there's 3 of them? Anaxa, okay. Current HSR patch is so damn buggy right now. Oh, brother. I mean, I've seen some crazy yaoi of like Anaxa, Maide, and like Fanon. So, I mean, they got that going for it. The patch has got that going for it at least. HSR in the trenches, to be honest, I want to die. Will we ever get a Boot Hill 2? They should release Boot Hill again. They should just make it like a second Boot Hill, to be honest with you. They make a second Boot Hill and I'm fucking sold. Also, it just occurred to me. With the realm of Sacred Stones being ported, that makes the original Fire Emblem and Sacred Stones and Path of Radiance ported over to the Switch now. So we're that much closer, baby. We're that much closer to 3DS ports on the fucking Switch. You know what that fucking means, baby? That means motherfucking Fire Emblem Awakening on the fucking Switch. You already know. You already know what it is. 1,000 bonus points if they give us all the DLC for free too. Fate collab and HSR. It's about damn time! They announced that shit like 3 years ago. Not actually. But they announced that shit like 5 years ago. I remember this like fucking tweet. That was I think it was either someone like getting their I think it was they were treating a burn or something, or like some sort of laser removal. And it's like, this is the treatment they're gonna give to Archer before putting him in the game. And it was this guy's like, it was this person's skin, like their dark skin getting whitened. And I'm like, no! You can't! You can't! And depending on the characters, it depends. It depends whether or not that'll reignite my passion for HSR. Because if we just do the same fucking like characters all the fucking time, okay, we'll put Rin, Sakura. It's like that fucking stupid SpongeBob format. It's like, what can I help you with today? It's like, I'll have an order of Rin, Tosaka, Sakura, Alter. Oh, daring today, are we? And Archer. Oh. And I mean, the real Archer, Gilgamesh. I'm like, oh, wow, special. It's gonna be the same fucking... It's always FSN. It's always Fate Stay Night. It's always gonna be the fucking cast of Fate Stay Night. They're not even gonna... God forbid we remember Fake Assassin or fucking Lancer. Or God forbid, we explore into the depths of like other popular characters like Karna, Arjuna, fucking literally anybody else. Please, 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 please. I'll even take fucking Gawain. I'll take Charlemagne at this point, dog. Just stop using Fate Stay Night. Just show us that you know other characters that exist outside of that. Oh, but they're not. There's a reason why they're so popular. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Expose people to the other fucking characters in Nasuverse. Vlad the Impaler. Frankenstein's monster. Please. The other sabers. Mordred. Astolfo. Please, 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 please. Well, actually, okay, maybe not Astolfo. Okay, no. I fucking hate what Astolfo has become. Astolfo is genuinely a really good character within the realm of like Apocrypha. But we all know what... yeah, we all know what's happened since. Okay, I shouldn't do that. Well, that hurts my chords. Oops. Sorry. Bit of a tangent. Sorry, my bad. You know what would be crazy actually? Can we get like a whatchamacallit? Can we also get a Genshin collab too with another series? Can we get Melt You Blood? Can we get Melt You Blood and Genshin? Come on.
Come on! Put Nana Yashiki in there, man! Come on! Nana Yashiki and Genshin would be sick. And then all those other characters too, I guess. Oh, wait, put Koma in. Put my boy Koma in. They're gonna give you the HSR Barbara XP. No!
Are there even any, like, healers in Fate Stay Night that I can think of? That would be a Barbara XP. Or in Genshin. Trying to think right now. Fate or Melty for that matter. I don't think so. Also, I saw this tweet. Sorry, I just thought of Persona 4 randomly. Oh, it's like, dude, people are finally getting their copies of, like, the Midnight Edition or something. Something like that for, like, Persona 4 Golden. And I looked at the replies and I was like, hey, when did the pre-orders for this start? It's like, oh, pre-orders for this started in 2021. And I'm looking at my calendar, I'm like, wait, so this didn't... These people are getting their games 4 years later? Like maybe I'm going crazy. Like, let me see. Persona 4 Golden Midnight Channel Edition. Three weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So I ordered this nearly a year ago now. There hasn't been an update in about 3 months. People have been begging for this. Oh my god, that's so funny. That is so funny. It took a year for this. When did it start? Pre-orders started when? Mm-hmm. 2 years ago for this. No, I want to know when they opened. Well, it seems about at least 2 years ago, I think. That's still pretty sad. Fucking waiting 2 years on a game. Waiting 2 years for Persona 4 is crazy to me. Not even that much time passes in the damn game. Yu Narukami is there for like a year. Oh, I can't wait. I just realized I'm Narukami pilled. I used to call him Soji. Sorry, Soji. You're Yu Narukami now. I can't help it. In canon, you are now Yu Narukami. I can't help it. Oh, good old days of remembering Soyu. Same thing with Makoto Yuki. I used to like die on the hill that like, no, that's Minato Arisato. I was like, yeah, and then like they would say his other name is this, blah blah blah. It's like, nope, his name's Makoto fucking Yuki, baby. Sorry. Oh gosh, my throat. Hee hee. All right, sorry. I love getting distracted. The message bottle is information observed in the future after 1986. It can't be observed by Beatrice or Battler. It can only be observed by Angie Beatrice. I really didn't want to investigate the message bottle. After all, reading that would be like listening to the witches say. I thought the witch theory was just a crazy fantasy, so I thought of it as nothing more than a waste of time. But Okonogi-san told me, you can't see things in 3 dimensions with only one eye. You mean that while looking at it from the viewpoint of denying witches, you must also look at it from the viewpoint of accepting witches? That is a correct way of thinking. The number of viewpoints is like a denominator. If you've one viewpoint, the mystery in the numerator doesn't decrease in the slightest. However, the more your number of viewpoints increases, the more the mystery begins to be divided.
分かってるわ。
I
事件
understand.
の数年後。
There was a message bottle that washed up on a neighboring island several years after the
そ
crime.
れは構図
That passed into the hands of a dilatinate? Dilatinate. Never heard of that word. Dilatinate. Dilatinate. Dilatinate? Dilatant. Dilatant, okay. Oh, archaic. Wait, no, never mind. A person who cultivates an area of interest, such as the arts, without real commitment or knowledge. Oh, so they're a tourist! So they're a tourist. Okay, they're a tourist. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so the Latin has evolved into tourist. Gotcha.
アポイントは一応取ってある。
I made an appointment with him just in case. I was able to hear Aunt Ava's say from Okanogi-san. Next up is the witches say. Why don't I listen? The Beatrices say. If we go back to the meta world, involving Battler and everyone. Oh, we're going back to the first day of the game. Sorry, hearing the music, I'm just like, my fucking breath froze, and I was fucking waiting for Kinza to appear on screen. 3 months left to live. It was last year when you said that, right, Dr. Nanjo? I only spoke of what I could comprehensively determine from his physical condition at the time. As a result, this year too, it just so happens. Even though it's doubtful whether Dad'll last until the end of the year, he's still totally focused on his research. And you still say he has only 3 months left, Doctor? Yes. Like I said, Kinzo-san's. Shouldn't you be happy our respected father is still in high spirits? Out of a sense of parental respect, each one of you was so eager to greet father. I can see how upset you are that he's unwilling to meet with you. Considering everyone has started aiming for the inheritance while the sun is still in the sky, I can understand why father wouldn't want to see you. Whoa, you got it wrong, Natsuhina-san. We just, Dad's not immortal and he'll die someday. Fucking asshole. We aren't telling him to die, we're just saying that he'll die sooner or later. We're just talking together about how to prepare for that. Yeah, and that is precisely what is so disrespectful. Stop it. You'll make your headache worse. I'm still distracted by her, like, two-tone hair. Charles told Natsu, who had risen from her chair in agitation, to sit down. Trying to smooth over the atmosphere which had suddenly become filled with suspicion, Hideyoshi put on a forced smile and motioned for everyone to calm down. Natsu-san, don't misunderstand. People say you should always clean up after yourself, right? We're just talking about seeing him off. We're discussing this so we can see father off neatly when he takes off on the journey he's eventually gonna make. That's just like you, Hideyoshi-san. Even though you're saying the same thing, you make it sound so intellectual. Well, he has some tact, at the very least. Yes, that's right. Unlike you, Nii-san. Quit it. We're not getting anywhere. It's like we're saying, Aniki. Forget all this about the inheritance. I don't even care if Dad hits us. To make a long story short, we want to meet Dad directly and say hello. Even if he says he doesn't want to. He's locked up in a study. We don't care if we have to borrow a key from Genji. Oh, so it seems for this game, they're all approaching Kinzo directly. Right, Rosa? Oh, well, it's not like we're forcing you. It's just, we haven't said hello to father in such a long time. If his remaining life is really short, then there's a chance we might never be able to see him again. Today might be our final opportunity to exchange words with father. What she said. If he only has 3 months left, it wouldn't be odd for him to pass away any time now, right? Are you saying that despite that, we don't even have the right to talk with him one last time? Regardless of the circumstances, isn't that just a bit too much? If greeting father were truly what you wished to do, I'm sure he'd happily allow you to meet with him. But father has already heard about the disrespectful topic you hope to raise. No one would want to meet with you under those conditions. The reason you cannot meet with father is because of your own doing and nothing else, isn't it? Exactly. You shouldn't have to rack your brains to understand my father doesn't wish to see your faces, right? Father has seen through all your tight financial situations. You're one to talk, Mr. 2-for-1 coins. What are you talking about? I don't have a clue what you're going on about. Did you really think I didn't know about the state you're in? Even the rest realized he'd seen through to their current lack of funds, and alternating between bluffing and returning to the point at hand and arguing back, they repeatedly pressed Kraus to let them meet with Kinzo. The sweet smell of the black tea Rosa had gone out of her way to buy had been completely wasted. The only thing she was glad about now was that the children weren't here for this. The fact they'd gone to play at the beach right after lunch had been their only salvation. Ava made as though to tackle Kraus, and Hideyoshi and Kirie cut in between them, trying to calm both sides. Then Kirie took a deep breath and spoke. I'm sorry. I know I'm an outsider, but I wonder if you'd let me say one thing. I have a proposition. Oh? What is it, Kirie? First, and this includes my husband too, for many years we've belittled the efforts you've made by living with father and taking care of him. Isn't that right? That's wow. You've got it easy since we get to go outside, but Hanuki's been babysitting Dad for decades now, and that must have been a lot of work. I'll accept that, but what's your point, Kirie? We have to acknowledge Kraus-Nissan as father's caretaker. Isn't that right? We've always feared father, and have pushed the task of caring for him onto Kraus. Everyone should acknowledge his efforts. Isn't that right, Ava-Nesan? So what? I don't gaff. Nissan's father's caretaker? Don't decide things on your own, outsider. Whoa. Hey now, calm down. Kirie, what are you going on about? You know shit's real when Rudolph gives you that front-facing sprite. he's always off to the side like this. But then when he turns to face the camera, you know shit's about to get serious. It only applies to Rudolph, though. We should be more grateful towards Kraus-Nissan and Natsuhine-san. We should thank them for always taking care of father. Okay, and You want them to brown nose? Come on now. It's a lack of gratitude that's to blame for these wasteful conflicts we keep having.
そうでしょ
Isn't that right, Krasny-san? I'm surprised. I didn't think you, Kirie-san, would be able to understand our efforts, which even my true siblings haven't stopped to consider.
後ろ宮家当主跡継ぎとして
It's a natural duty for the successor to the Ushinomiya family headship.
そう
Just delivery. Thank you! That's right. It's your responsibility as the successor to the headship, isn't it?
お父様を世話している
It's because you take care of father that we must acknowledge you as a successor.
私たちは認めざるを得ない。あんた何を勝手に話を進めてんのよ
Uh-oh. Of course Ava would get mad over her successorship. Well, I don't know, with episode 3 just happening. Hey! Hey! Why are you bringing this up?
あんた部外
You're just an outsider. Wait. That's right, it's just like Kirie says. As you take care of Dad, you're the successor, Aniki. It's just like you said. Rosa just catching on. So is Ava. Rosa noticed and then Ava did. Ava's barking demeanor towards Kirie for advancing the discussion on her own disappeared in a flash, and she instead stared at Cross and Natsuhi. Natsuhi couldn't understand that sudden change and was slightly flustered.
クラスにさ
Cross-ni-san,
ほんのいくつかの条件
if you'll accept just a few conditions, we won't ask you to let us meet father again until he
合わ
dies.
せろとは言わないもちろん死に目に合わせろと
Of course we won't demand to be present at his deathbed.
なんなら
We wouldn't mind even being absent at the funeral. Oh? Where are you going with this? We may as well listen for now. Let's hear your terms.
一つ当主跡継ぎとは現当主
First, successor to the headship refers to the caretaker of the current head, Kinzo. And
一つ
second,
世話人の
the duty of the caretaker is to look after Kinzo for the rest of his life.
早い話が最後を見とるまで
To make things simple, the caretaker's job is to care for him until his final
クラ
moments.
ス兄さんには元よりその覚悟はある
You were prepared to do that from the beginning, Kraus-ni-san, so that won't cause any problems. Naturally. I've no objections to either of those terms. I'm already carrying them out.
一つ
Third,
世話人が毎日
on the off chance that the caretaker is neglectful in his responsibilities of supervision,
権利は剥奪
he shall be deprived of his rights as a caretaker. Oh. Oh, he locked in. Oh. Oh. Natsuhi alone was still having trouble figuring out what it meant. Just what are these responsibilities of supervision that the caretaker bears?
お父さんが寿命の限りを健やかに
It
過ご
means
せるよう
supervision so father can live the rest of his life in the best possible health.
もっと詳細に言うわ
I'll be more detailed.
お父さん
In the
が
case that father dies anything other than a natural death, the caretaker will be deprived of his rights as a caretaker and his status as a successor will be lost.
その際の当主跡継ぎには次の序列
If that happens, the next highest in rank, Ava, will be selected as the successor.
なんですって
What the fuck?
そんな読ま
How could you say that shit? What the fuck? Oh, I fucking love how he keeps going. Ooh, like he's in control of the situation. You've got a good poker face, I'll give you that much, Kraus. Ooh, the caretaker certainly has a heavy responsibility. However, people can die in many ways. For example, senile old people sometimes die when food gets caught in their throats. Normally, this is called death by old age in its broadest sense. But with your argument, that becomes a death by accident, and I bear the responsibility of supervision. This is unjustly disadvantageous to me.
そんなへりくつをつけるつもりは
I have no intention of forcing such an unfair argument on you.
私が想定して
I'm referring to the kind of thing that the caretaker could have prevented beforehand by taking good care of and keeping his eyes on father.
食事を口に運ぶところまでは世話人の仕事でしょうけれど
It may be the caretaker's job to carry food to father's mouth, but whether he swallows it or not is clearly outside the caretaker's responsibility.
クラウス兄さんのケースで
I'd absolutely have no problems with the example you raised, Krasny-san. Oh. So what kind of case are we referring to that might cause a caretaker to be blamed for making a blunder?
例えば失踪よ
What? What do you mean if he disappeared? Oh.
お父さんは今はお心もしっか
It
りして
seems right now father is in firm control of himself,
いつ
but dementia might begin to set
判断
in.
力が失われたって目を離した隙に徘徊して
He might wander around when you aren't looking and get into some kind of accident.
あるいはふらりと森
Or
に
he
入
might get lost in the
その
forest
ま
and
ま
go
行方不明
missing.
になってしまうこともこういうケース
Wouldn't
は
this type of case clearly be the responsibility of the caretaker?
お父様はお心も健康でいらっしゃ
Father
る
is perfectly healthy.
言うにことか
There's no need to bring up dementia.
お父さんがある日突然森の中に
One
入
day
って
I
いくの
suddenly saw father go into the forest.
後を追ったけれど
I chased after him but couldn't find him.
警察も呼んで探
I
した
called the
けど
police and searched, but after being unable to find him after 7 whole years, I had him declared legally dead.
それをもって死亡扱い
My point is that we won't accept it if you use a story like that to treat him as dead. 10 million Nazi crash outs. She needs a fucking break. She needs retirement. And a new husband. When father passes away, an autopsy will certainly be carried out, and will confirm he died of old age in the most general meaning, within the bounds of common sense. A death of any other cause will be held as the caretaker's responsibility. See? These are all things you've toiled away at all this time, Krasny-san. These aren't strange conditions or anything of the sort, right? She's so coy. So devious. You're mocking us disgracefully so. I find it hard to imagine why my husband must be coerced into a rule that disgraces him in this way. Actually, I've been sussing it out since last year. Actually, everyone here probably suspects it as well. Ava and Hideyoshi too. Rudolph and Rosa. Everyone has suspected it the whole time, but was frightened to imagine no one actually... But it was so frightening to imagine that no one actually said it. Excuse me. Yeah. I see, so this is what you're trying to say. That father's already dead and that I've been hiding it. Battler! Battler! Ah, that's right. That's one of the theories I thought of as a key to solve the last mystery in the previous game. You mean the very last bit? The mystery of who killed Dr. Nanjo? That's right. The witch definitely said a lot in red. She mentioned the names of all 18 people and announced whether they were alive or dead. And then she claimed that there were no humans besides them. But with this theory, I can weave my way through that gap. So dead, but actually in hiding. I thought I was cooking with my theory. Damn it. I thought it was cooking with my theory. That the gun went off, it shot Dr. Nanjo, but the adrenaline rush and shock of hearing the gun go off and seeing Jessica get harmed is into his His instincts as a doctor kicked in, and he ignored his pain and treated her first, and then died of like blood loss later or something. Well, what's this he's talking about? I see, so this is one of those answers that doesn't cause the two to contradict. Makes sense. See what I'm saying? You catch on pretty quick. It's nice that I don't have to explain. No 19th person exists on this island. And yet this trick lets us mix in an unknown new character. In other words, the names of all 18 people don't necessarily correspond to the 18 people on the island. That's it. The witch mentioned the names of 18 people one after another and announced whether they were alive or dead. That's so simple! That's so simple! How did I not realize? 18 people, we're assuming it's all the 18 people listed as the cast members. Fuck, there could have been some secret 18th person this entire time. Fuck. And on top of that, she announced that there were no humans other than the 18. There was a single illusion in there. That Kinzo was alive. Or in this case, it wasn't guaranteed that the 18 names of the people were the 18 people on the island. Holy shit. Wow, where's the vine boom? Oh! When she named off all 18 people and announced who was alive and who was dead, she had the name of culprit X and instead mixed in someone who wasn't on this island. By doing that, even though the culprit was on the island, she was able to leave him out of the list of living or dead people. The person who was mixed in wasn't actually on the island, so he didn't count towards the total number of people on the island. By this, even though the culprit was counted towards the total of 18 people on the island, it was possible for his name not to be listed. The two statements in red are completely independent, so this theory creates no contradictions. If someone's name was used to hide the existence of the culprit, that name must satisfy several conditions. First of all, even though this person isn't on the island, they've got to be someone we think is on the island. Otherwise, she wouldn't have been able to trick us. Then who? I actually don't know. And it's best if this person happens to be dead. No alibi is more perfect than death. After all, at that point, the mystery was based on the fact that the crime was impossible for all 18 people. Is it something like that? Perhaps. Yeah, that's it. And that person was grandfather. Right now, there's only one thing Kirie-san can be about to say. What? There's only one thing Kirie-san is about to say. I thought grandfather was locked up in a study, saying that he didn't want to meet anyone. But there's a possibility he's actually dead already. And that Kraus uncle, or that Kraus uncle? Uncle Kraus is lying when he claims that grandfather's alive. That's right. Grandfather was closed up in his room the whole time, and no one saw his face. Maybe he was already dead, and Uncle Kraus and the others were conspiring together trying to trick everyone. If Kinzo dies, the distribution of the inheritance occurs. Yet if Kinzo doesn't die... No. If he dies, but it isn't announced, the distribution of the inheritance won't take place. Oh. In other words, Uncle Kraus could have all of grandfather's wealth to himself. That's right.
He's got more than enough motive.
Maybe a 19th person X really doesn't exist on this island. But a person X existed. And that person was the 18th person. In other words, there were originally 17 people on this island, not 18. Then an unknown person X snuck in and committed the crime. Ah!
How's that, Beto? Come on, I just solved the final biggest mystery from last time!
Here we go. As Battler claimed that forcefully, the crisp sound of clapping came out of nowhere, and the surroundings turned bright, becoming the usual witch's tea room.
Ah, our beloved witch Beatrice!
Bravo, bravo. I wish I could deny that someone as incompetent as you has finally gotten a feel for it, but somehow or another you've managed to come up with a single answer. Even a lump of concrete can stop thinking. So you finally evolved into a being with intelligence. I'm still not over what happened last game. Because like she stopped making these fucked up evil faces. And I'm like, wait, has she really stopped like being evil? Has she really like made an about face, a heel turn as it were? And then all of a sudden this shit's happening and I'm like, fuck. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for believing in her with you, Battler. I'm sorry. Battler, hashtag truth nuke. You might say you've finally taken a step forward from the crying creature you were before, just licking my shoes and grinding your teeth. I can't believe that stupid wordplay threw me for so many loops last time. And lameness pisses even me off.
Alright, Beto, repeat it! If you can announce that the 18 people on the island included Grandfather, just try and do it!
Yeah,
You can't. Because he was already dead.
oh, Dread of the Grave isn't playing, so we know this. She's just gonna repeat it casually.
This is the end of your deception!
Oh, Battler. Well now, what have we here? Shall I slice that in two with the red truth? No, it might also be good to hold back for now and let you get all excited. If I'm gonna push you off a cliff anyway, it'd be more interesting to lure you to a higher place first. As Beto sneered obnoxiously, she looked like she was searching for an expression that would tick me off even more. As though she was saying that the answer I'd reached was impossibly ridiculous. Compared to me annoyed as I was with the witch's attitude, Gretel had a blank and composed expression on her face. Almost as though she'd expected the witch to act that way. Oh, I see. Just like how Battler has learned and grown, so has the witch.
What's wrong, Beto? Don't act so tough. I asked if you can repeat it. Answer! I feel like it.
Stop it, Battler. The witch won't answer so easily. She won't do it until she thinks it'll benefit her. What? What do you mean? You've been toyed with by this red truth in the games up until now, so the witch has used it many times. But now the situation is different. You're trying to draw the red truth out of her, and are instead using it as your weapon. In this situation, there's no way the witch will keep firing off the red without reason. Right. Gretel, or whoever you are. It seems your mind is quite sharp, unlike battlers. What a fearsome enemy I welcomed in. That's correct. When Battler hopes he'll use the red truth, do I have any responsibility to do so? No! I don't even have a crumb from that croissant you ate this morning's worth of responsibility to please you.
You bastard! You're so obsessed with him. You're so obsessed with him and you fucking love him. You love him so much. It's not even funny.
I started playing with the red truth just because I wanted to see that face. I have no reason to play around if it won't give me a chance to see you look like that. You just don't like losing, right? Just saying whatever you can to trick me because you can't answer my demand won't work. Don't be so full of yourself. An answer like that could be cut to pieces without any effort. But I won't go out of my way to speak in red. Yeah, she freaky deaky. She freaky as a I won't say it because that's what you're asking me to do. Do you know why? You just said it. You want to push him off at the sweetest spot. This ill-natured witch is saying she won't use the red anymore because that's what you want. In other words, she won't go along with this game of telling her to repeat things anymore. Exactly. Unlike Battler, everything goes quickly with this girl with no need for explanations. Why do I have to relate to Battler the most? I feel so stupid. I'll say what I please with the red truth at the time that I desire. That's it. Basically, it's the witch's right to use the red truth as she pleases. She doesn't have to use it at whatever time the human side desires. But even that depends on the situation. Huge. I love that the little thunder boom. That's the equivalent of the vine boom in this game, I believe. Situation? What do you mean? The witch has no responsibility to respond when you tell her to repeat something. Freakatress. But it does become a responsibility if and only if your claim can destroy the witch theory. Oh! So that means if it'll lead to the truth, if it'll lead to her destruction, she has to counter. Well, at that point, the hard part is just coming up with a good theory that will counteract her. After all, in this trial court without a judge, that which isn't refuted becomes the truth. Just like how the witch theory made by the witch will instantly become the truth if you collapse and stop thinking. Then, since she doesn't have a counter-argument for my guess, that means it's right? It's right that the culprit is the mystery 18th person X and grandfather's already dead? At least until the witch argues back. Truth always loses to new truths farther in the future. The tricky part is that even the timing of the counter-argument is up to the witch. She could just screw us over at any time. In other words, maybe your reasoning just now was correct, or maybe the witch is refraining from arguing back even though you're wrong. Or the witch may be ignoring it because it doesn't shake the basis of the witch theory in the first place. But either way, we can't tell the difference at this current time. Is that more or less it? Damn you, Lady Berncastel, for throwing in such a troublesome piece. Thanks to that, I'm losing all my lines. The witch has learned that she can respond to your demands to repeat phrases at a later time. Maybe you could even call it a delayed move.
She's messing with me!
So even if I announce some mistaken reasoning, there's a possibility that Beta will intentionally let me flounder about without denying that guess? And at the very end, when I propose an even more massive line of reasoning, she can cut it off at the base and spin everything around. A single piece of reasoning becomes a bridge to the next piece. By demanding that she repeats lines, I've been able to strengthen my position and advance bit by bit. But since that bastard Beta learned this strange delay tactic, I can no longer confirm or deny my reasoning. This is like finally finding a staff that'll let me search around in the darkness only to lose it right away. Yeah, how's he supposed to progress? He's just guessing at this point. Oh yeah, she's fucking freaky for this guy. She's such a freak for Battler. Oh my god, she's such a freak for Battler, dude. It's crazy. Hey, Battler, if you make a despairing face like that, I won't be able to stop drooling, see? From the beginning, that staff was nothing more than something I gave you because you were so worthless. All this means is that you can finally challenge me without a handicap, right? But that alone doesn't change the fact that demanding you repeat things is one of Battler's ways to fight back. As I already said, as long as it's something fatal that'll destroy the witch theory, the witch is obligated to argue back, and therefore to speak with the red truth. Okay, so the line of reasoning, or whatever truth Battler, or whatever theory/truth Battler comes up with, it can't be too outlandish. It has to be within the realm of reasoning, but it also has to make a lot of sense. That'll fuck with the witch's side. There's so many ands and ifs and buts for Battler. Fuck. While the timing of that counter-argument is up to the witch, it must be performed eventually. Isn't that right? That may be so. If I cannot deny the tricks done by humans theory Battler lays out by the time the game ends, Battler will use that as a reason to deny me, and it'll be possible for him to proclaim his victory. So should we view this as a restriction on the witch's side? That the trick theory laid out by the human side? In other words, what he tells you to repeat must be countered during the game? Parentheses, during the episode. That's so. Battler's goal is to show he can explain the entire pleasant game I've laid out on this island with humans and deny me. If he succeeds in that at that time, he'll become the victor of this game. Let me confirm the rules. Should we view the time the game ends as referring to 2400 on October 5th, 1986, going by the time of Rokenjima in the game? I have no problems with that. At that time the game ends, the humans must state a theory using tricks for all of the mysteries, and if the witch side cannot argue back, the human side can proclaim its victory. Does that work? Let's be more specific. When the game ends, the witch side will be given a chance to argue back. Let's decide on an amount of time. 1 minute. If you cannot carry out your... That's how long it takes me to come up with a counter-argument. What? That's how long it takes my engine in my head to warm up and start thinking. What do you mean 1 minute? Even if it is just for the witch side. Hey! Then allow me to impose the same rule on you. And then Angie like backpedals like, whoa, okay, hold on, maybe not a minute. 2 minutes? She like looks at Battler in her peripherals, and then Battler's like, no. He's like doing like the cross, or like the, you know, when you wave the hand near your neck, it's like, no. 3, 4, up. 5, up. 10 minutes? Yeah, 10 minutes then. At the time the game ends, the human side will be granted 1 minute to counter the mysteries it's been given. If even a single mystery has not been countered within that time, it becomes the witch's victory and the game's over. It'd be such a killjoy to have the game stopped for lengthy consideration, right? You asshole. Moving things along without me. But I more or less get what's going on. Even if the lines I demand that you repeat aren't countered instantly, they've got to be countered eventually. If that's the case, they have to be countered eventually. Why don't we just start with like saying a bunch of random bullshit at once to overload Beatrice so she sort of forgets one eventually. Right? Why don't we just do that? Why don't we just say like, Kinzo flew in on a fucking helicopter with like 10 of his other buddies, with 10 other Kinzo clones and hid all over the island? Why don't we just say that? Yes, that's right. And that must happen before 01 on October 6th. But be careful. She only has to cut up one of the things you tell her to repeat. You can't proclaim your victory unless you solve all the puzzles. Just as I can use the red, from now on, I will allow you to use the blue. The blue? Wait, this is the other thing that I know of! Well, I didn't realize it got introduced so late! When explaining my magical murders with human tricks, you may state your claims in blue. I'm responsible for countering your blue with the red by the end of the game. Okay, so these are proclamations he's making. Okay, these are theories he's making, okay. Blue. So I'll talk in blue when I tell you to repeat things? Not quite. When you told me to repeat lines, you were able to do it for any trivial thing. But the blue is a little more restrictive. Unless it by itself denies witches, it will not be valid. Ah. It's starting to get confusing, but it's more or less something like this. Let's take one of the riddles in the past where I asked for her to repeat something. The actual number of master keys is 5. That had been to confirm that there really were 5 master keys when she claimed that there were no more than 5. But since that by itself wouldn't deny witches, I can't say it in blue. Ah. So in order to speak in blue, I need to say something like this. The actual number of master keys was greater than 5. The culprit entered or exited the room with that extra key, and then she'd have to counter with red. Okay. Only then would the witch, who claimed that this was a close-room murder made with magic, would be responsible for making a counter-argument. In other words, I can't demand that she repeats something that merely confirms the premises of my reasoning. So no more using the red, just to confirm one suspicion or other. That'll probably be a significant disadvantage for me. Shit. It's enough to make the red Beto who used to toy with me until now look extremely merciful. Wonder when he's gonna use it for the first time. Damn it. So even if I create a theory for a particular closed room and speak it in blue, if Beto denies it at the very end, I won't even have time to create my next theory? This was awful, horribly bad for me. You gonna surrender before the fight begins again? Calm down. No one said you could only use the blue once for each mystery. Do you know what that means? You can use the blue multiple fucking times for a shitload of fucking theories! Oh? What's it mean? In the pitiful way you've been fighting up until now, you've made a single— Wait, please let me be right. You've made a single theory, glance at the witch's complexion, and if that one didn't work, you'd then start making another theory. You won't corner a witch like that. 1 million theories! This is like the one of every Pokemon versus 1 billion lions. In this case, it's 1 red truth versus 1 trillion blue truths. And how should I fight? Wait, you don't mean? Yeah, that's right. You don't attack her riddles with a point. You assault them with a wall. You said so yourself in an earlier game, that the force of your reasoning should be like that. Assault with the wall. That's right, I said so myself earlier. Guessing and trying to expose the mystery is like trying to shoot a distant target with an arrow. Until now, I've just been shooting off arrow after arrow, asking the witch if I scored a hit, and then preparing my bow again once I'm told I've missed. There's no way I'll hit at that rate. Bullets might be a better example than arrows. If you take one shot after another at a distant target with a handgun, it probably won't hit it easily. So how can you hit it? A bigger gun! More bullets! Shoot more! Get an assault rifle! Gatling gun! Close enough! Use a shotgun! Instead of a single bullet, beat her down with shots compromised of countless projectiles at once. Shot scatters so it impacts a wide area. That makes it optimal for shooting small, fast targets like birds. That's right. There's no rule that says I have to guess like a pistol shooting off one shot at a time. Making a single theory and just hoping that it hits is no better than stopping your own thinking. Blast away with a massive number of bullets, of guesses, and make them impact like a wall so that only one of them hitting the target is enough. Blue, huh? I get it. If your red truth is like a razor-sharp katana, then it looks like my blue's a shotgun. No. A machine gun whose firepower will turn the witch into a honeycomb. So it's an awkward gun that fires many shots. That sort of crude analogy is just like you. The climax of a detective novel is always the same. The famous detective gathers all the suspects at once and displays a single trail of logic that works splendidly. Almost like William Tell spectacularly shooting through an apple with a single arrow. That's why I mistakenly took that to be a virtue. It probably would be splendid if I could shoot through the truth with a single guess. But that isn't realistic. Look at real wars. Do they really have everyone pull long guns out of the trench, aim really well, and take shots at each other one at a time? No, they go fucking crazy, they don't, right? They fire rapidly, all over the place, and pin down the enemy with a barrage.
Reasoning is the same way. Because of that weird virtue, I've been stuck thinking it's better to take one line of reasoning at a time. We humans can fire off countless guesses and possibilities. The bullet is the power of imagination. Suspension of thought is a clogged barrel. The pathetic way I've been reasoning up until now is like a pea shooter. I've been so lame, weakly firing off shots, getting them denied and read, and then taking the next bullet and reloading. My blue truth, which claims that humans and tricks are what's real, will overpower its target, the illusion told by the witch, with its firepower and the force of what I can imagine. This is Ushiromiya Battler's fighting style. Thanks to you, I figured out my true fighting style. Thanks, Gretel.
どういたしまして。
You're welcome. Makes me think of how pathetic I was before. You mean the past 3 episodes, buddy? Yeah.
It's like Beto said.
I've had a handicap up until now.
I'll acknowledge that.
新ルール了解した。
New rule? Understood. I have my own way of fighting.
そいつを見せて
I'll show you it.
Can you use it right now before I end the stream, please?
その息やよし。
That willpower's good. I like
な
it.
らば早速使ってみるがいい。
Then, try using it right away. This blue truth of yours.
ああ
Yeah.
やるぜ
I'll use it.
この青き真実だ。お前が
With this blue truth, I'll break apart your witch theory, which states that only a witch culprit was possible because everyone had alibis.
これが俺の真実だ。
This is my truth!
後ろ宮金蔵はすでに
Ushiromiya Kinzo's. Ushiromiya Kinzo's already dead. Therefore, the true number of people on the island is 17.
そこに
By adding an unknown person X to that, it becomes 18 people. By supposing that this person X exists, the crimes will be possible even if all 17 people have alibis.
Holy peak.
私たちは
Holy peak.
拒まれるならば以下の仮説を立てなければならないの。
Okay, we'll call it here. Oh gosh. I want to keep playing. I want to keep playing. I want to keep playing. I want to keep playing, but I cannot, sadly. My throat is really going through it today. I am going to... What is it? Ow! 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 Stop! Ow! Ow! Stop hitting me! Ow! Ow! Yeah, I will. I'm going to. I'll probably post the schedule right after the stream. I'll do that real quick. Yeah. I'm so sad. I'm so sad I'm not gonna play Umineko next week, but I do need this rest. Just think of it as like, you know when their favorite manga goes on break, you're sad, but it's like, oh yeah, I understand the artist needs some rest. Hey, the actor here needs some rest too. Mr. Streamer needs some rest too. Aren't you unemployed? Okay, look, let's not bring that into the equation, whoever said that. Let's take that out of the equation. Let's look at this from the perspective as just me being a streamer and voice actor, okay? Did I save? Okay. I haven't listened to Kinzo crash out in a minute, so we're gonna do that real quick.
なぜだなぜに後ろ宮の血はこう無能なのか 私の築き上げた栄光
Why is the Ushinomiya blood so incompetent? Is there no one worthy to inherit the glory I built? This is part of Beatrice's curse. I know it. You coldest witch. Are you trying to take revenge against me in this way? If you want to hate me, then do so. If you want to run away, then run. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. I won't let you go. You belong to me. You must always be in my arms for all my life. You must stay in my birdcage for all eternity, whispering only to me. Beatrice. Why? Why won't you smile back at me? Oh. Beatrice! He's so fucking funny. I fucking love Kinzo. I love Kinzo in a vacuum is what I'll say. We'll put an asterisk mark next to the whole sentence. I love Kinzo, asterisk marks within a vacuum. I'm very well aware of all this awful shit he has done. I know. He's my love to hate him character. Oh, I need to go rest. Yeah, of course. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye. See you next Thursday. I'll be around on Thursday. Both streams will be on. I don't know what they'll be on. I don't know. On Twitch. It'll be on Twitch. I'll say that just now. Okay, bye guys. Bye Hui, bye Cole, bye 80, bye Tofu. Bye everyone. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. Stay funky. Honey's taking back to the crib. I stay funky. Get the club popped off like pain. I stay funky. I don't know who's ready to spit. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. Just know you're going down with my 58. Just know you're going down ready to spit. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. I stay funky, doing donuts in a bin. I stay funky, battle goes wherever I am. I stay funky, I don't know who's ready to spit. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips. I stay funky, honey's taking back to the crib. I stay funky, get the club popped off like pain. I stay funky, I don't know who's ready to spit. Just know you're going down with my 58 clips.